Hello there YouTube, hello, welcome back to TeamDMK's channel. I am Starstrike. Today I'm coming at you with a Vanguard, Cardfight Vanguard deck list, for a deck that quite was a personal favourite of mine. It is a Oracle Think Tank Tsukuyomi deck. Tsukuyomi is quite widely dispersed as one of the more inconsistent builds of Oracle Think Tank, simply because it's not pure draw, it's just draw a bit less than what normal Oracle Think Tank is. Face it, if you play Oracle Think Tank, you like to draw. Obviously, Mizaki uses it, nothing else much to say about that. So we'll jump straight in. So your starting Vanguard is Godhawk Ichibiyoshi. If you play Tsukuyomi and you're playing any other starter, you're an idiot. You have to have this for Tsukuyomi to be able to do anything. For those of you who don't know what the deck does, basically you just check the top 5 for a Goddess of the Crescent Moon, which is the grade 1, and Superior Ride it, but you need all forms of the Crescent Moon in your soul, otherwise the deck's a bit pointless. Trigger lineup, basics first, 4 Lozenge Magus, that's your heal trigger. I have to play that art, it's the prettier art. Heal trigger, enough said, and you can shuffle it back in. I only play 8 criticals in this deck, which comprises of 4 Psychic Bird, which helps for your draw and it helps to charge up your soul. The other critical trigger I play is Battle Sister Ginger. You're quite welcome to play things like Oracle Guardian Nike. I just prefer Ginger's card art. That's why I play Ginger. I also play, so the trigger lineup will be, for me, is 8 critical, 4 heal, 4 draw. Draw's a Dream Eater. Again, you're welcome to use whatever you want, Battle Sister triggers or whatever. I just find Dream Eater to be a better looking trigger. So that's triggers. So triggers is 4 heal, 8 crit, and 4 draw. Simply because I find a lot of Oracle Think Tank decks play pure criticals. You just play a full 12 crit. My mate plays Solo's Ginger, he plays 12 crit. But I think playing some draw triggers in this deck actually helps because, like I mentioned before, you don't have as much draw. So, grade 1s. Start with the one you need. 4 Goddess of the Crescent Moon Tsukuyomi. Another thing, if you don't know what Tsukuyomi does, basically what this deck allows you to do is it allows you to legally stack your deck at the bottom. So when you're checking the top 5 cards for a ride chain of the Tsukuyomi, you can put the cards back on the bottom of your deck in any order you want, which is how, if you've seen the anime, Mizaki does her stacking trick because she's allowed to put the things she wants and because she has an eidetic memory and whatnot. Yeah, advantages, don't ever try it. It's really hard to be able to play a game and keep track of what your stack is. I think I've only ever done it once and called it right. Crescent Moon you need, just search that. This one searches for the half moon, so you're obviously going up in chain. Play 4 Battle Sister Chocolat. She's your perfect guard. When Oracle Think Tank eventually gets its quintet wall, I might do a bit of playing around with it and see what I like, but for now it's 4 Chocolat. 2 Battle Sister Coco. This is actually pretty decent in the deck. It's only 6k, so that's one of its downsides. But place it on the rear guard, Vanguard or rear guard circle. Let's hope you never have to place it on a Vanguard circle. So place it on a rear guard, and then you can look at the top card of your deck. So it's like Amaterasu, and you can top or bottom deck it. It's good if you want to double check what your twin drive might be, or a drive check, or if it's something good and you have a Psychic Birds handy, you can just soul charge, draw the card, and job done. So it's a decent card. 2 Oracle Guardian Gemini, 8k booster, not much to say. And 2 Weather Girl Milks. Jesus Christ, this one's bright. Weather Girl Milk I find is an extremely situational card. I like it because it boosts your Vanguard, gains plus 4k as long as you got 4 or more cards in your hand and it's boosting an Oracle Think Tank Vanguard. When people play Tsukuyomi, some people don't play Milks, they play White Hair of Inubas over Milk. I've tried both, I prefer Milk. White Hair of Inubas too situational, but then again so is Milk, so they've both got their issues. So that's the grade 1s. So grade 2s. Start with 4 Goddess of the Half Moon Tsukuyomi. What more do you want to say other than you need it? You need it at 4, don't play it anything less unless you're playing around with some things, but I like it at 4. Again, obviously this is the main part of your ride chain, so if you're going to miss any of it, don't miss this. When you've got the Crescent Moon and Ichibiyoshi in the Soul, when this is rode onto the Vanguard circle, you can soul charge an additional 2, which is kind of what you need to be able to get the full moon out. And obviously that searches for the full moon in the ride chain. I play 3 Silent Tom. Tom is a really, really, really good card, don't get me wrong, and people play him at 4 a lot. But I've played him at 4, and I simply think the only reason I don't like him as much at 4 is because he's 8k. That's the only reason I do not play him at 4. Because he's 8k, I don't play much of him. Playing him at 2 isn't enough because then you don't draw him, or you end up stacking him more often than not in your Tsukuyomi searches. So playing him at 3 is actually a really good number. I need more of this art. This art is so much better. But Tom's just no grade 0s to guard with, so it's like just you perfect guard me or guard with your hand. Ha. 2 Battle System Mocha. This is new. It's like Milk, but it gains plus 3k when you've got 4 more cards in your hand, so it's an 11k hitter. So I only play it 2 because it's only 8k. And then 2 Battle Main Takichi Hime. Takichi, is that right? Yeah. Takichi Hime. Yeah, I don't even know. It just gains, it's basically a 12k hitter as long as you've got 6 or more cards in Soul, and it's Oracle Think Tank, so face it, you're going to, unless you've had a really bad game. Yeah, so on to grade 3, so we're nearly done. Bloody hell, this is quick. 3 Goddess of the Full Moon Tsukuyomi. Full moon, if you don't have Half Moon, Crescent Moon, and Ichibiyoshi in your Soul, it loses minus 2k, so it's a 9k Vanguard, which makes it extremely sucky. But obviously, it has this is your main draw. You cannot last 2, draw 2, and then you soul charge 1 from your hand. So that allows you to get rid of the things like the Dream Eaters or the grade 3s that are cluttering. Oh, whoops. Or the grade 3s that are cluttering up your hand. Obviously plays at 4. I play 2 CEO Amaterasu. With Amaterasu, I prefer to ride into this first rather than the full moon. If you manage to pull off the ride chain, so if you can go Ichibiyoshi into Crescent, then Crescent into Half Moon, when you search, you don't have to ride the Tsukuyomi if you get it. So if you do happen to get the 3rd Tsukuyomi, you don't have to ride it. If you got one of these, ride her. She soul charges for you, so you don't have to worry about trying to get the 6th card into your Soul, because when you end up on the Half Moon, you have 5 cards in your Soul, but you need 6 to be able to use Tsukuyomi's ability. So this soul charge is for you, not to mention this plus 4k. Amaterasu has a better late game skill, but obviously try and get her off the Vanguard circle before you deck yourself out, because that is likely to happen. And finally, 2 Evil Eye Princess Riley. What more do I need to say rather than Mizaki's buying trick? That's literally all it's for. It's a 10k hitter. So I mean, normal grade 3 expectancy of power. 6 or more in Soul, which again you're gonna have, and you get to bind a card from your opponent's hand, which sometimes you can hit a perfect guard, sometimes you hit grade 3. It's just luck of the draw. I might, now that the new Mystical Major set has been released, before I videoed this, we have now got Hexagonal Mages, which is obviously the break ride. So I might take out Riley to try that, but at the minute Riley's actually pretty good for me. Nothing more to say about it. So that is the Vanguard decklist for Tsukuyomi. Again, if there's anything you might put into the deck or you might add yourself, just drop it in the comments section. I'll try and reply to people so like I can try and negotiate or say, oh yeah, that's a good idea or whatnot. Give us a like and subscribe just to let us know, you like our videos, you like where we're coming from. Hopefully when my other what's the word? Colleagues, that's a nice word. when my other colleagues decide they want to start uploading some videos, we'll probably try and upload some gameplay as well, so you can see how the decks work. Alright, so we'll see you as soon as we can.